with how good Bedard's playing, the Canadiens are definitely gonna have to look at him for the Milan roster for the Olympic team. He's looking pretty nasty out there.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if there's multiple Hawks on the Olympic teams here. Spencer Knight's looking incredible. Connor Bedard's looking incredible. There might be some considerations having to be made, huh? Let's go Hawks, baby!
Blackhawks haven't been a good state for a while. And to that I say, yeah, a lot of their games this season were hard match. Pieces are there. Blackhawks fans, stay chill, be patient, and everything will work out in the end.
Welcome to Blackhawks Central. Alrighty, another late game means another early morning review. We'll get right into it here. With another Hawks win, Blackhawks win 4-0 over the Calgary Flames. And woof, was that a game. It was a game of all time. Bedard, unreal. Spencer Knight, unreal. Bertuzzi, staying on a hot streak. Burakovsky, Levshinov, I swear, every player other than, I won't, not Bedard or Knight, I've been singing their praises for a long time here. But I swear, every player I come on here and slander, they somehow go on to prove me wrong. Every single one of them. Except Murphy and Grizzly. But that's their own problem. I swear, I've come on here. I slandered Burakovsky early on. I didn't think he was it. I didn't think he was a signing. But since then, he's on somehow unlocked Bedard, and he's been Bedard's best line mate such far as offensive capabilities go. I then slandered Levy. I didn't think he was there. He started the season a little rough. Didn't look like he's all there. And I think even last season he was not all there. But all of a sudden he started turning on. He has now 7 assists in his last 8 games. I don't know where this has come from, but Levy's all of a sudden become one of our better defensemen. He might be better than Rinzel at this point. And then most recently, Tyler Bertuzzi. You could on in the Seattle game review. I slandered him for not being good enough. However, since then he's proven me wrong. He scored 5 goals since then. 5. The human backboard's played unreal, and I have nothing to say to that. Like he's been so much better, and I have to choose. I have to choose specifically who I want to slander next, because oh my god, whoever I slander apparently just all of a sudden turns it up the next few games. Teravainen? What's going on? And I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I won't slander anyone from this game because 4-0, first shutout for the Hawks since 2023. We'll take that. Will take that. As Spencer Knight saves 33 of 33 shots tonight, and he played out of his mind for that shutout. There's a few games that have recently where I'm like, Hawks guys, like we're up 2 or 3 nil. Like let's just get to the end of the game, secure that shutout for Knight, and we finally done that. Spencer Knight gets his first shutout as a Chicago Blackhawk tonight, and lovely, lovely. You love that for Knight, and now I mean, so far I've been I've asked to mention it, but he's been one of the better goalies in the league as far as goals saved above expected. Save percentage is where it needs to be. He's pumping his numbers. He's playing unreal out there. Spencer Knight might get some considerations for the U.S. Olympic team for as a goalie, because I mean, the USA already has a lot of options. They have Ottinger, they have Hellebuck, and I'm sure they wouldn't go without them. But Spencer Knight might put himself in the considerations for a third stringer or even be in that backup situation if he keeps pumping these numbers out consistently. Spencer Knight is playing out of his mind. And then Connor Bedard goes without saying, he's played unreal. He gets 4 points tonight, on a point on every single goal tonight. 3 primary assists, one on the power play, one for Bertuzzi's second goal, which is a great feed, and then gets the assist on the Burakovsky goal, which Burakovsky, that was just a snipe and a half. Holy. And he gets his own goal at the end unassisted. Bedard's playing unreal. He's playing out of his mind. He was, for a short bit there, tied for the most points in the NHL with his arch nemesis there, Macklin Celebrini. Obviously, the comparisons will be there. But if those two aren't on, if both of them aren't on the Milan roster for the Canadian Olympic roster, then the Canadians fumbled. There's no way both of them should miss that. They're both playing unreal right now. They are the top two in points as they stand. So we'll see. We'll see what happens with that. But those two are playing both unreal hockey right now. And Bedard is playing out of his mind. Out of his mind. And well, few unfortunate things. Frank Nazar left the game early tonight with some un uh, undisclosed injury, which is just unlucky. Don't hope he didn't suffer anything major, and that's just a little short-term injury here. Maybe just something he had to leave the bench for. But if he's out long term, that mean could open up roster spot for Nick Lardis here. So, which is nice to get him some NHL minutes. A lot of the young guys are starting to implement to this roster. Moore's been back; he's been pretty solid. A lot of our goal scoring came from top of the lineup here, but that's what's required. Poor Calgary just has had a rough season so far. Just unlucky. They've 10 regulation losses, only 4 wins through 16 games. Like that's not how they would have wanted to start the season. But the Blackhawks, we're back in the playoff spots, and the longer we stick around, the more hope you give this fan base. So I don't know what to say. This Western Conference is a lot weaker than a lot of people thought, and all of a sudden the Blackhawks, we might be contender. Slowly but surely, we're making our way up there, huh? And yeah, short little game review here. Not too much to talk about. The game was just a dominant game by the Hawks. We did get outshot 33 to 27, but Dustin Wolf just was not it for the Flames like he was last season. Didn't I think the Flames were only really good last season because they had Dustin Wolf to rely on because Dustin Wolf was giving them the goaltending last season that Spencer Knight's giving us this season. So yeah, um, poor Flames, Blackhawks playing at the top of our game right now. I can say that much. We're playing quite unreal, to say the least. Up and down the lineup defensively. The defensemen, no one really stood out. Everyone kind of just played their role, did what they needed to do. No one played bad, no one played good. Just everyone played how they needed to tonight, and we got the job done. And now we are 2-1 on this road trip, and all of a sudden, after a poor start to this road trip, all of a sudden we're 500, which is nice. We started with a loss against Winnipeg, which was a really tough loss. Then we lost in overtime, and then we lost in regulation again. But since then, we've got 2 solid wins. And now we go into Detroit on Sunday, tomorrow, noon. Gross. But we go into Detroit with a chance to take another win away and possibly sniff third in the division away from the Mammoth or Jets. So it'll be we'll see about those. But Detroit's been playing hot, and it'll be the we'll not return to Kane because we're going to Detroit, but we'll be playing Kane to Brinket, and I'm sure those guys they're pretty good against Chicago, unfortunately. So we'll see how those go games go, and we'll end it off there. Like, comment, subscribe, share with your friends if you really liked it. Not much to write home about this game. Just solid game all around from the Hawks. I think everyone played their role perfectly tonight. And yeah, peace out, Blackhawkers.